thing too. Yo, you know what time it is? One time for the one time when the milkman slides. He gotta hit you with a yo. What's good with you?
Short, okay. What up? I'm just breathing.
Yeah. I ain't had too much for
You've been shorting it up lately. Throwing me off.
These last 2 days, I ain't had too much for you. You know what I'm saying? Just short, sweet, and to the point. You know what I'm talking about? Just here I'm is. Do you see me? You know what I'm saying? Peekaboo. Hello. How do you do? I'm over here just trying to like and share this thing up. Trying to get my friends in the building. I see y'all coming in. If y'all wouldn't mind taking the opportunity to like and share this thing up, I would greatly appreciate it. Of course, if you tag somebody, we appreciate it that much more. What's good? I think up to the point of the show though where I'm supposed to say see how's this go again? Hey yo Bree.
What up?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. It was a long day.
Yeah, one time for the one time. Okay.
My son had his ribbon pinning ceremony.
Do you know that white school districts don't do that? I ain't never seen I had never heard of it till I got to East St. Louis, and then my parents told me that it was a cultural thing.
This is my first time ever
experiencing one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had never done it before. We did it in East St. Louis. They did it at my high school graduation. They did it at my brother Charles's middle school and high school. They did it for Cullen in high school. I don't know if they did it for Cullen in middle school because he did not go to the same middle school as Charles, but it was the same school district. But I had never heard of it either. And yeah, they expressed that it was a cultural thing. And I wonder if they just said that because it was a change of community. But yeah, I had never heard of it happening in other places.
Well, our school is very multicultural, so I don't know if that's what it is.
If it applies culturally in your context, yeah.
Yeah. But I know they didn't have one at Layla's school or Tristan's.
Okay, they didn't. Okay.
For high school, Layla and Tristan, neither one of them got like they're at the same school that Liam is at, but neither of them got any of these 8th grade experiences.
So this is for the youngest?
Yeah, okay. Was for Liam.
Wait, and they all been through that same grade school, middle school.
Again, their 8th grade years were the 2 years of COVID.
Oh, so you never got to see what it was really like.
This was my first. They had graduations. Layla's was 2020.
Okay.
So her 8th grade year, they had their graduation where they had to wear masks, but it was outside, and they had like one car at it, like you came in a car.
I remember this drive-up business.
Fit in the car, yeah. And
yes, I remember
but everybody didn't even like. One car got out, and then the carload still stayed behind the line, and only the graduate went up and got their stuff.
Really?
And then they all got back into their car, and then the next person went. Like you had to literally, and they did it in like 3 sessions because they had the cars marked where you could where you parked. Like you could not. The cars was like 3 spots away from each other.
Okay,
because it was 2020, like it was in the onset
to the max, yo.
Yeah, look, this was in the onset of COVID.
We see you in the building. What's good with you, homie?
And then Tristan was the next year, so he had a graduation ceremony, but it was outside, and masks were required. And
social distance.
But they didn't get to do.
We got RG
any
in
of
the
other
building. What's
stuff.
good with you, RG? So this is the first time getting to do the full experience. You go from COVID, no breathing, don't touch me, to you about to be elbow to elbow, breathing on everybody, and getting a ribbon pinned on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the administration hasn't changed, right? Since the time that they all been there. It's the same.
Actually, yes.
Oh, it has changed.
Yeah, we do have a new principal.
So I wonder if we can tie it to the administration.
No, it's just.
Do you know if it was happening before the pandemic? Had you heard that other people went through this?
I don't know all of what 8th grade entailed. I know that they do get a trip, and they did do the luncheon, so maybe they did do the pit. I mean, I didn't pay attention because I didn't.
When they brought the trip back, right? Because they did go on a trip this year too. Yeah,
they usually don't go so far. Like they usually go do an overnighter in Schaumburg, where they go to medieval times, but we like took a vote and stuff this year and fundraise for them to be able to go to Milwaukee. So that part has advanced, and I know they've always done the luncheon because we've always raised money for that. But the ribbon pinning don't really cost money, so that isn't something they ever fundraise.
Somebody's got to come up off those little ribbons.
So I don't I don't know if that was a thing or not, because I didn't pay attention because I didn't.
And I don't even remember what I keep talking about how it was like a cultural thing, but I don't even remember the significance of it. Like, you know, there was a whole ceremony, just like graduation. People spoke and stuff. It's not like you just get a ribbon and leave. You know what I mean? It's a whole ceremony, but I don't even remember what they talked about.
Ours was like a award ceremony and whatnot. They revealed the top 5 presenters. They got cords to wear that they'll wear for graduation.
Dope.
And then they revealed who the valedictorian, salutatorian, and valedictorian, say it in the right order, were. And then, you know, there was pictures and stuff afterwards. But and then they call each student, and then the parents go up and pin the ribbon on them, and they gave their moms a flower, all the students. And then
you got yours. You gonna smash it between a book and save it for album?
Yeah, I'm gonna save my flower.
That's what's up.
But yeah, so Liam, he has that's my social butterfly. So he's
girl, is you tearing up? Is you tearing up talking about it?
No, I had something in my eye. I had something in my eye. He's my social butterfly. So he's friends with everybody, but he's got two that he's been really close with since kindergarten. Really, one of them he used to play with as a toddler. Those are my three.
You might cherish that relationship more than he does, and he cherishes it a lot.
No, I mean that's his buddy.
Yeah.
And so
I'm just saying you hold it fondly as well. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, he's a great kid. I hope they stay friends forever. Good kids with good parents.
I know that's right. You can't buy that.
You can't ask for nothing better.
You can't buy that. Praise God.
And so
I can trust you at their house, and it won't be a bad influence. Deal.
Deal. Right? That goes a long way.
Mm-hmm. Deal.
And so,
why y'all so quiet tonight? I hate to interrupt you, but I just want to encourage people to say something on this evening. Say good evening. Say what's up. How was your day? Do you have topics you'd like to talk about? You hear us rambling and bantering, but yeah, we're just having a good time catching up. I feel like even though we've been doing the show all week, I'm still, just trying to catch up on what's been going on in your life. You know what I mean? Especially since I sprung people on you yesterday. You weren't expecting all that chaos and nonsense I brought up on the show yesterday. Speaking of it, you welcome that chaos and nonsense maybe once a week or every so often?
It's fine with me.
Yeah, you like that level of energy?
It's fine. Sometimes I might need it.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'd just be tired.
What you mean? I was tired as all get out.
And that's what I'm saying. So the extra energy is
right. It's needed. Go ahead and lift everybody up.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, because I had made the joke that, I ain't gonna have to say too much tonight, but then I feel like I put a battery in my back as soon as the light went on, and then my lips never turned off.
No, and I did not, which I was like, no, I was gonna not talk.
Quality good times.
So Liam's best friend was named valedictorian.
Nice.
And I was super excited. Not the one you met.
Not the preschool one. The preschool one.
Yeah, no, not him, but
was that the preschool one? The gargantuan one is the preschool one?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the one
the goodness.
They've been rocking since diapers.
Oh yeah, that's security for life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all
that's
better live in the same town still. Y'all need each other.
And then the third one, he's been with them since kindergarten. They have the same initials. They've played on sports teams together. They've been, outside of school and stuff. Yeah. So, that's his buddy.
Real relationships out here in this world.
But he
deeply rooted.
Got the valedictorian, and I cried. And I was like, oh my gosh, this graduation is going to be so emotional for me. Like the three of them, my three boys together, all graduating and moving on, and they're all going to different high schools, and I'm just like, oh.
What's going on, William? Say what's up, man. Good evening to you. Hope you're having a good one on today. How are you? What's going on in the world that you want to talk about?
In a way, I can't wait for Big Brother to start, but in a way, I can wait because, by the time it's the middle of July, and then summer's halfway over.
It's over, right? Yeah. We'll be back to school before you blink an eye. You know what I mean?
I'm making
plans for kids that's not even mine, and I'm like, well, I guess you'll start in July. That'll give you a good 6 weeks before you got to go back to school. You know what I mean?
Isn't it crazy that
it's June? It's June. That's right. I've got guests booked out for the show I got one Sunday left for the month of June that I need to fill. The only Sunday I'm taking off is Father's Day for Blunt Talk. It's gonna be, and this month is crazy. I've been dreading this month because I've got so much traveling. I hate traveling. I hate when my weekends get took up. You know what I mean? I really appreciate my weekends.
Really complaining about this hour drive.
No, it's not even the distance. It doesn't really matter how far it is. It's just the fact that my peace is disturbed over the weekend. Yeah, I like to have my peace over the weekend. I do a lot of things. We tell kids You know, you got to do things that you don't want to do in life. You know what I mean? That we lump that in the conversation with it's not fair and all this other bullshit. Hey, and I received that message a long time ago, and I do my job with a smile, but damn it, I want my weekend to regroup and fucking recharge and
that
restore my peace.
Triggers me.
What? It's not fair.
It's not fair. Oh, I hate it so much.
Like, that's because you had 3 kids that said that shit.
No, my kids never said that.
When did you break them of that? I'm about to say, when did you break them?
As soon as they could talk, like they never started that. What do you mean?
Don't do that shit. Don't you do that
like,
shit.
what do you mean? Don't ever say that.
So what caused you the level of trauma? Like, where did you used to say it and get beat up for it, or what? Okay, so tell it. Somebody said this.
It's some person in my life who believes that things are supposed to be fair.
Oh, Lord, I done figured it out already. I'm going to file a motion on that one.
But it triggers me, and I don't like it. I don't know who said life was going to be fair.
I don't know who told anybody that shit.
And sometimes what you think is somebody getting favoritism is just somebody working hard. I don't know.
I know that's right. I know that. First of all, I'm not going to dismiss the fact that luck exists in this world. Now, some people get lucky. Some people have connections and things that they didn't even have to work to get. And then some people have to work really, really hard to succeed. Very few people just, wake up one day and be like, oh, it all worked out. No, there was some kind of effort somewhere. Even if you get a hookup, you got to prove yourself at some point. I mean, your daddy got to be the CEO and a millionaire for you to be the goofy in the corner office. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And I be feeling like that shit happens only in the movies, but no, it happens in real life too. I promise you.
It does.
Yeah. Quality good times. It's not fair. Well, how come he gets to do that?
Yeah.
I always used to hear that teaching school, kids always, it's not fair. Or my niece and nephew, it's not fair.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
You know what? I think that's supposed to pass. The Bible says something about, when you are a child, you act as a child. And then it says something about those things passing away, you know what I mean? But I guess everybody didn't get the memo. What's been going on in the world that you want to talk about, Bree? Not you lost your audio.
I would like to figure out why all of a sudden it just be like, I don't recognize this USB anymore.
I remember that happened. Did that happen yesterday? It was just after the show when it happened.
Ever so often. And I don't understand why. It's just
the weirdness.
I don't like this USB anymore. So
it just kicks it off the computer.
Yeah, just like this little message comes up that it doesn't recognize it anymore, and then I can't hear. And then the sound comes out of the computer, which is nowhere near loud enough. But
does the computer try to go to sleep when that's happening or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's interesting. We're gonna have to get that sorted out. It used to be a nice little marriage. They was all joined together, USB port to USB port. Now they over here rejecting each other. I wonder if they be getting in a fight while you in the middle of the show or something.
I don't know.
Like, fuck you, you get out.
I don't know why it's beefing with the computer.
Mike to get the hell on.
That's right.
Jesus. Yo, I hear we got one prisoner left. I think it's just one. I have to fact check.
Really?
We got one prison. You remember the prison break from Louisiana?
Yeah, it's only one left.
I think it's just one left.
I would like to pick. I need his picture
ahead.
so I can see if it's the one that I put my money on.
Oh, I don't. Let me see if I might be able to get a picture. Let me see. Let me see what I can work out here. I'm going to have to move my mic to the side for a second so I can reach the keyboard on this thing. Let me see if I can't find out exactly who that is. Might be able to share that with us. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. He's been posting videos proclaiming his innocence, trying to show documentation proving that he is innocent. However, there was a bounty hunter that I watched on the TV this afternoon talking about he had captured him before and that he plays stupid. And so he's smarter than he lets on. He actually believes that this one might be the one who organized the whole thing. That's how much credit he gives this young fella.
I'm innocent and I'm gonna break out and prove it.
I'm gonna break out and
Real
prove
G
it.
shit right there. That's some real G shit.
That's wild, Hunters.
So while you're looking that up,
and they've increased. Remember, I told you that the bounty was like 20,000. It's like 50 now. Yeah, it's like 50.
I hope we don't have somebody on some Luigi bullshit and turning folks in. Like, let live and let live.
Yeah.
So while you're looking that up, if
Go
you
ahead.
remember the other day, I was talking about how the guy from King of the Hill got killed.
Oh, yes, you did say that.
In a neighbor
Apparently,
dispute?
there's two. There's two, Bree.
Oh, there's two
There's
out.
two left. Two left. My. Antoine Macy is the one I was talking about. 32 was charged with domestic abuse involving strangulation and motor vehicle theft prior to escape, and also faces a warrant for second-degree rape, second-degree kidnapping, and domestic abuse charges from another parish. He recently appeared in an Instagram video claiming innocence and stating he was let out of jail rather than escaping. Authorities raided a residence believed to be where the video was filmed, but did not locate Massey. Antoine, Antoine Massey, Massey, 32 of Louisiana. Yes. The search for graves of Massey is ongoing, with authorities stating that they are continuing to utilize every resource until they are found. There's a combined reward of $50,000. Excuse me. Okay, so for the two of them, you get 25 apiece. If you're looking to go on and get you a little bonus in your paycheck, there go a quick 50 for you if you know where they at.
Okay, the one with the tattoos on his face definitely isn't the one that I had pinned to be out. But I think this other one is.
You think it might be him?
Yeah, I think Rose is the one I had my money on. I have to check. Go back and check. I think it is him.
Let me just tell you.
Let me see. If he in there for murder, I think that's still the one.
Wild Hunters is what that is. That's what I call that, Wild Hunters.
I think, what does it say that if Derrick Rose is one of the ones that's wanted for murder, I believe that's the one that I picked.
So you done picked him already?
That he got it.
That he got what?
That he's the one that I picked to make it out.
Oh, right. Like if we did our bracket to see who was gonna be the one
I thought
to not get caught.
Or the last one.
Let me find out you done hand selected him. I forgot all about that. I have forgot all about that. Let me tell you.
I think he is the one.
Oh, really?
But I think he wanted for murder.
Okay.
I think of two people actually, if that's the same one. But anywho, okay, so King of the Hill that was killed by the neighbor. So apparently, the person who was killed is the guy who voiced John Redcorn. Now I don't know if you watch the show at all, but his neighbor has a son, and Dale is his dad, and like raises the boy. But the boy is the wife clearly had an affair with John Redcorn because John Redcorn is Native American, and the child
on the show. I remember, Boomhauer is white and his son is Native American.
Yeah.
Or First Nation people. I know offense.
No, his wife is white, but the child is Native American.
Right, but it's supposed to be his child too.
Right, it's supposed to be his child, but
their
she
child,
clearly had she clearly had an affair with John Redcorn. So the person who voiced John Redcorn, apparently,
that's the one who killed him.
No, that's who got killed.
Oh shit!
The guy who voiced John Redcorn. So apparently, he and his partner have been living in this neighborhood, and they have been being harassed for being gay.
Oh no!
And his neighbors, they had been threatening them and all that. So their neighbors, after threatening to burn their house down, their house caught on fire.
Mm.
So they, of course, suspect the neighbors did it, but
Right.
they had been staying elsewhere. They had went by the house to pick up mail and were just like standing there looking at the ashes of their burned up house. And the neighbor comes out and basically shoots him.
Like, damn, I didn't get you, so I got to. That's some
And so his husband says, like, he pushed him out of the way and basically saved his life. But, like, yeah, like, literally just a hate crime for being gay. After,
so
like, burning their house down. Huh? No,
so
he saved his husband.
That's what I'm saying. He saved his husband. So
his husband's life, but he got
but
killed.
he died saving his husband.
So yeah, they killed him for being gay.
That's some wild ass shit. Folks need to go ahead and grow up.
It's 2025.
Come on now. What nobody bothering you? Why don't you find something to really be mad about? What nobody bothering your ass? Well, now you're gonna think about it for a long time. Hopefully for the rest of your life in prison. I mean, when you take somebody's life
is a proof in hate crime, I feel like it should. I mean, is that not the death penalty? I don't know what state this is in. I feel like it's in California. California has the death penalty, right?
Oh, you know California don't play. Look, I don't know too much about California, but I know about their 3 strikes. They don't fuck around with that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be afraid to get 3 parking tickets in California. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, motherfucker. I'm on my way out. I promise I won't be back. I won't be back. I feel like California is one of those places where they just be like, okay, you got 2 strikes. You might want to go ahead and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You might want to go ahead and get out of here.
Yep.
Oh man, quality good times out here in these streets. You heard any news on the Diddy trial?
I have not been following it. I got to a point of disgust, and
it really it really keeps getting worse. But I mean,
it does.
Suge Knight done testified now, though. You know, they done got Suge Knight on the phone from prison. You know what I'm saying? They got Suge Knight on the phone, you know what I'm talking about? I feel like he said, but he didn't say, because you know how Suge might say something but not say something. I feel like he's saying that if Diddy just told the truth, he'd be free. But he probably something bad might happen to him if he did, though. Because
I feel like Diddy was behind Tupac and Biggie's murders.
You think so?
Yeah, I always have.
Suge wasn't even coming at it from that angle. He was coming at it from just expose Hollywood. Just tell folk what's really going on out here in these streets.
Oh. Well, I mean, I always have thought he was behind both of their murders.
Yeah. Well, you know, he also said something along the lines of, you know, he ain't always seen eye to eye with him, and they certainly ain't always got along, but he doesn't think he should spend the rest of his life in prison. So, I don't know. I don't know what that says. So, that Suge Knight kind of Suge Knight kind of.
I don't know if I want him to be like.
You don't want him to be your character. That's not your character witness. That's not your character witness.
Like the menace of the East Coast is testifying in defense for the menace of the West Coast. Man.
Well, and you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy though is that we really villainize Suge as like this larger than life gangster. And then Diddy was just this dude that danced and got in everybody's video and eventually ended up with a Fonzworth.
No, Bentley. I believe they are two cut from the same cloth. They are two.
No. I get that, but that wasn't always the perception publicly, you know.
Oh yeah, that's what I said before. Like we literally used to watch Diddy be a menace for entertainment purposes. Like we watched that man follow him around with this umbrella. Like we just was like, oh, that's Farnsworth Bentley. Like, you know, he had a whole career.
We encouraged that shit.
We watched him belittle those girls and call them fat for gaining 2 pounds and tell them they need to work out and go run. We watched him talk about Dylon face and that he needs to see a dermatologist. We watched him talk about make them walk to Brooklyn for a cheesecake. Like we literally watched him like beat these girls down into submission to be in his group and stuff. And we just was like entertainment purposes. And but
I mean,
like
that's
literally
what
watched him be a menace for years. We watched it. And it was always rumors about him like beating on Kim, and of course their relationships clearly overlapped, and then he would pop out with kids from nowhere. Like, where'd that little Asian baby come from? He got like a 2-year-old. Like, where'd she come from?
Hey,
who's that mama?
I don't judge people with more money than me, because they might pay somebody to harm
that would
me.
be a whole lot of people that I couldn't judge. So that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna judge everybody. I'm an equal opportunity judger. Like, poor people have enough on their plate without being the only ones being judged.
Nah, fuck that. I reserve my judgment for the middle class. Okay. It's the middle class's fault that the rich are rich and the poor are poor.
There is no middle class anymore.
Why hasn't the middle class figured it out yet? Why haven't we bridged the gap between poor and rich?
There is no gap. There is no middle class.
Not anymore. And people have been saying that forever, ever. But damn it, like 30, 40 years ago, my current station in life would really have allowed me to be middle class. But instead, I'm barely above poverty.
Right. But same. I mean, I would be considered middle class 10 years ago. I mean, I feel like my salary by itself is I mean, you know, I'm just gonna spread the love, spread the hate, you know.
Hey, you know I'm equal opportunity. I'll come for anybody. If the spirits say move, I'm gonna move. You know what I'm talking about? I hold not back what God calls to be yours. You know what I mean? I would not want to deprive you. You hear me? I don't want you to deprive nobody of all this goodness. I would never deprive you of what the Lord has for you. So if the Spirit calls for me to move, I sure gonna move. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. One time for the one time.
I think I've
You got something in your tooth now?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, how I'm calling everything. Just little movements and I know what the fuck is happening.
Be falling apart.
I know you to the degree that you got something in your tooth. Like her jaw twinged a little bit on the left. I think she's trying to get something dislodged.
Get something dislodged. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Hey, Lord. Oh, man. Quality good times. I know that's right. Sometimes you just got to put an amen out there in the world. I miss you, Miss Couture. One night we're going to have to get you on the last word. This is just us unwinding from the day, keeping it raw, uncensored, unfiltered. You never know whether you're going to get a conversation about something being stuck in your teeth or a deviled egg recipe or Diddy. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what might be happening on the last word. The only thing that is guaranteed to happen on the last word is I get the last word. Outside of that, the gloves are off and we can talk about whatever you want to. Okay.
Let me tell you why are we talking about deviled eggs? Why my son asked me to make for him for his graduation meal chicken fried rice, deviled eggs, banana pudding, and dirt.
This shit don't match.
None of that goes together. None of that goes together. My sister was like, "That sounds like diarrhea." I was like,
that shit don't match. That shit don't match at all.
At all.
I mean, okay, so the banana pudding and the dirt, those are desserts.
Yes.
Okay. And then the banana pudding and the dirt could go with the deviled eggs because they are desserts and they are separate. But then you got to talk about what you're doing with those main dishes, and those don't go together. Okay.
Chicken fried rice does not go.
Not with deviled eggs. Because, I mean, first of all, you're going to have scrambled egg in your fried rice, you know what I mean? Then you're going to have a deviled egg on the side. That's like having potato salad with Chinese food, and I don't think that works. I don't think that works at all. I don't think that's what they want for you at all. Why are my fingers doing all this? I'm doing a lot of this right now.
I don't eat any of these things, but my imagination says that they don't go together.
Don't do that. don't do that. Would anybody else eat fried rice and deviled eggs?
I don't.
Not what is dirt. You know, dirt is dirt. Dirt is a lower socioeconomic dessert that trickled into the middle class. It's also for people. It's also
not
for
anymore.
people-
Do you know how expensive Oreos are?
I'm about to say it's also for the folks who can't cook, because this is like a no bake dessert where you just crumble up a bunch of store-bought stuff together. I believe it's just Oreos, pudding, and gummy worms, or
No,
maybe
it's
not even gummy
Oreos.
worms.
We make ours with Oreos. We scrape out the inside filling and then crumble up the cookie part.
Right.
And then we add vanilla pudding and
See, I'm thinking chocolate.
Cool Whip.
Chocolate with Cool Whip. Okay, vanilla with Cool Whip. Okay, I guess the Oreo makes it chocolate. Oh, you're right. Go ahead. Continue.
Well, it depends on how dirt we have changed the name to ours.
Semi-dirty.
Oreo salad, because you know how white people love salads. And so potato salad,
healthy.
macaroni salad,
this is healthy, friends.
They have all kinds of salads. Or
now we have dessert salad, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so we call it Oreo salad. But we like a lighter texture. I mean, where the dark in it is really just
could you make that with golden Oreos? I now want to know what that tastes like.
We probably could.
I'm just saying I now want to know what that tastes like.
We had pudding, Cool Whip, and cream cheese.
Yeah.
And the inside of the filling of the Oreos.
Okay.
Plus
nice.
the Oreo
Nice.
cookies.
Yeah.
And then if you would like the gummy worms.
Right, because I mean,
and if you do want it darker, where it actually represents dirt, then you would use chocolate pudding instead of vanilla pudding. But my family prefers vanilla pudding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, y'all have always been a little eclectic, you know. Some like a little chocolate, some like a little vanilla. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Speaking of Oreos, though. I ran across this also this afternoon. Kev on stage was talking about Oreos and how demonic that the people who came up with the shit had to be, because if you were to follow the serving size, it's 2 damn cookies. And who the fuck could just stop at 2 cookies? 2 cookies. I feel like the rule with Oreos is you can knock down a sleeve. You can at least get you a good half a row in. If you share them with somebody, you knock out a good row. You know. Unless you got the family packing that shit, you better slow the fuck down, okay?
I could easily, I have loved Oreos for forever.
Yeah.
I used to have like a keychain that held 6 Oreos in it. Just in case I needed
she used to tell people that her sugar used to get low or some shit.
In case I needed some emergency Oreos. My sister got it for me for like a stocking stuffer or something one Christmas, but I had also a thing that where like I had the Oreos in the keychain, and then she had bought me a
not a like flask for the milk,
a Oreo, but it had Oreos on it, so it was like literally sold by Oreo. It was like a thing at the top where you put milk, and they had a thing at the bottom that screwed off, and you could unscrew it and pour the milk in it so that you could then dip the Oreos in the milk.
Go.
You know what I mean?
This
it was like a thermos type of deal.
Yes.
Yeah, I had that in high school. I always love some Oreos. So Oreos as a serving size is crazy.
Look, and I bet you that shit held more than 2 cookies, because they promoted eating more than 1 serving.
6.
Right, they wanted you to eat 3 servings. You know what I'm saying? The serving size ain't changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just encouraged you.
But
eating 3
when you
servings.
do buy like the like snack packs, where it comes like with multiple snack packs, they have like the little thing, and they do the 1 serving size in each snack or whatever. So it is 2 cookies. But when I grab those packs, I usually grab about 3 of them. Because who's eating 2 cookies?
You've been conditioned, right?
I've been conditioned, right?
To have 3
The
servings.
actual serving size is 6 Oreos.
As a good steward, now that you've agreed that they've conditioned you, I think you may have a grievance against them, which we call in the real world a lawsuit, because they have now conditioned your brain to have 3 servings of Oreos. Yes.
It's correct serving size.
I feel like we can make that case in the court of law right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will definitely tell them that Oreos is all my problems. I'm like all the flavors: cake batter, golden, thin mint.
I love the thin, the thin mint ones, or the thin mint, not thin mints.
Right, but thin minty ones.
Not the trademark of the Girl Scout.
Girl Scouts.
But the thin mint.
I found somebody the other day who was talking big shit about the Girl Scouts.
Really?
Hell yeah.
About how these cookies is $18 a box.
It can't be that damn high.
They like $10,
the last time I bought a box, they were like $5.
When was that?
Maybe 3-4 years ago. Probably 3 years ago.
Again, when I was in high school, my niece was a Girl Scout, and I sold her cookies at school, and for days I had just a locker full. They were $2.50 when I sold them at high school. They were $2.50.
Wow. They was really trying to get these mugs away.
So that's crazy how much. And then the boxes are smaller. The boxes of Thin Mints were bigger back then.
Oh, so you saying the whole sleeve and everything is smaller now?
Mm-hmm.
Was Thin Mint your favorite from the Girl Scouts?
Yes, Thin Mint is my favorite.
What's your close second? Just, what's your close second?
I like.
Don't give me that damn peanut butter. I was about to say, don't give me that damn peanut butter one. That peanut butter to chocolate ratio is not right, and the peanut butter's flavor is not appropriate. They don't have their recipe right. You know what I mean? I feel like they need to talk to some of the other cookie makers.
$6 to $7, depending on the flavor.
What did it say right there? Read that right there, Bree.
Samoa's.
Is that the one we got a little coconut in it?
The coconut.
I like a little coconut in mine. I sure do. It gives it a moistness that it needs. You know what I'm saying? It's got that textural flavors and everything that I need. You know what I'm talking about? I don't mind that as a good second, but I want that Thin Mint first. You know what I mean? And are you the type to put them in the freezer like the rest of the world? Or is something wrong with you?
I put them in the freezer. I like a
room temperature Thin Mint not even good.
Yeah, no, you don't want them room temperature.
That's not even good. Like the Girl Scouts, they didn't mean for it to be consumed that way. I don't believe.
They have a flavor that came out.
Okay.
Not that long ago, and it was like a lemon. It was like
I do like a good. It looked
like a flower, I think, and it was lemon. And I've
had a lemon square one from them too.
And I like those. I think they were called like lemonades or something like that. Like it was a lemon.
You owned something right there. I remember something like that.
Yeah, so I like those.
Yeah.
I haven't bought Girl Scout cookies in a few years. I think they had came out with a s'mores one. I think I had tried those. And I like the peanut butter cookies and the like. What's the tagalongs or something? The patties, the peanut butter patties.
Those are the ones I don't want. Got that lump of peanut butter in it. It's not.
Yeah, no, I like both of them.
It's got a lump on it. No, it's not.
I like. I mean, your peanut butter has to be way off for me to not like a peanut butter. And I like more peanut butter than chocolate.
That ain't no damn Skippy or Jif in there. That's some old. That's not even. I like government peanut butter too. That can't even be government. I don't know. I have
a strong affinity for peanut butter. Mm-hmm. You know, when I was younger, I used to just like my mom would buy me my own jar of Jif, and I would just eat it straight out the jar with a spoon, just Jif.
I bet you didn't always get a spoon. I bet your ass just used to put a finger in it.
I can't be getting peanut butter all over the pages of my books.
Not that was a good snack for your ass. You just turn the pages
and literally just be licking.
Shit, you might have been better off with the Oreos. I'm pretty sure 2 spoons of peanut butter is a serving.
I should have been strong as hell though. All that protein.
You really should have been slow. You know what I mean? You should have been
no business being this weak.
Them fingers should have been strong as shit every time you turn the page. Peanut butter strong. Peanut butter strong. Oh, what in the hell are we talking about? Peanut butter strong. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Yeah, they used to have.
Don't forget the baseball bat.
Welch's. They used to have these like peanut butter jelly ball things that they sold in grape and in strawberry, and they were so good, and they discontinued them. And I was like, I don't know how, because I felt like I bought
You
enough
kept
to
them in
keep
business?
it. Right. I felt like I was buying enough to
I
keep
kept
in
you in business.
I
There's
don't know
no
how.
reason.
But you know how like they have like the yogurt covered
Yeah.
like
I'm not
it
about
was
the
like
peanut
that.
butter and jelly though, but yeah.
But
I
it
know
was
what you're
peanut
talking
butter covering jelly.
about. Like yogurt covered
And,
nuts or something. I know what you're
oh,
talking
they
about.
were so good. Like
Uh.
so good.
That's where it was for you?
I hate when I get attached to a candy or a snack and then
Was
they
that shit made by
it.
Smuckers? That shit sound like it might have been made by Smuckers.
It was made by Welch's.
Oh, Welch's. So do you prefer Welch's over Smuckers, or do you think one is better than the other?
No, they're pretty much the same, I feel like.
They pretty equal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? The Smuckers got the jar, though. Do Welch's got a jar?
Welch's, no, I think Welch's squeeze, right?
Yeah, but Smuckers has always had a jar. You remember, like when we was kids, they had good jelly jars. I just remember drinking out of jelly jars. My grandmama in the projects always had me a jelly jar on the side of the door in the fridge, and that's why I drank my water. I didn't have to ask for that. I could just go in, grab my little jelly jar, get me a drink, fill it back up, and put it back. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I know that sounds real ghetto, but we had rules in my house, you know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know which brand had the jar. Did they both have jars?
They may have both had a jar.
They might have
but see, I'm trying to deduce which kind of jar I had, because I don't remember if I had a Smucker jar or a Welcher jar.
It's probably a Smucker's jar.
It probably was a Smucker's jar, because I relate to that old white man from the news used to do the birthdays. If you turned 100, you got to be on the Smucker jelly jar. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, that old white man used to do the weather. Now Roker took over for him, but he used to come back and do the birthdays for the 100-year-olds. He'd say, "Oh, Gertrude done turned 100."
It's a lot of people now that he would be doing that a lot.
Like, Gertrude just turned 100. Y'all show Gertrude some love on the Smucker's jelly jar. You know what I'm saying?
I do not remember that.
What you say about your veins?
It's really like popping out over here. I thought I had a bruise, and I was like, "Oh no, that's just my vein."
Okay, somebody was beating on you. I see. All right. Somebody punched the shit out you in your sleep or something.
No,
one of your kids came and drop kicked you in the nighttime hours.
I don't think they did.
Is it about that time to get on up out of here?
I mean, I'm a little hungry. I wasn't gonna rush you, but I would like to eat some dinner.
I would
like to eat some dinner. And now, I mean, this ain't helping, but
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and just get comfortable enough to bring your dinner right on to the show, okay?
I'm bringing my appetizer onto the show. Ain't that enough?
That is kind of true. You show is loosening up. People be looking like, what is happening over there? I did not used to seeing her do that. Yeah. It might be the same way if you was to eat your dinner. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's because of the time. I don't have time to like wait till after to engage in behavior.
How come you don't eat dinner for the show?
Look, that time be passing between 5 o'clock and 8:30 so fast.
I sure got my little dinner in.
So at the end of the day, I had a phone call to handle some union business. Then I clocked out, and then I had another phone call for a little union business. Then my sister and my mom called. We was on the phone for an hour. Then I got in the bath, and then boom, it's time to go live. It was
time for the show.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're not gonna bring your dinner on to the show, you're gonna have to take it into the bath with you. All right, you got to bring your little guest into the bath.
I do have a tray in my bathtub.
Don't do it. Don't you damn do it.
And you know, I have occasionally eaten in the bathtub. I often take, you know, a snack or ice cream or something in there, and I put it, you know, if I'm having a bubble bath, I plan to be in there for a minute. And
you really putting your business out there right now. You know that, right? Damn, not the shit right in the middle of me interjecting the damn thing. I think it's me. It must be me. If I interrupt you, it's gonna say, rejected. We don't like that USB no more. Both times it was right when I interjected.
That I sometimes enjoy a 2-hour bath. Like there's ain't no shame in my game. I don't have no problem with it. You just let out the cold water and put in some more.
What you say? That's your hot water. That's your bathtub.
Every now and then, you know.
Pay the rent down. You work hard for them baths. You know what I mean? You better get that shit. Put you some Epsom salt in there. Get your gout under control and get it together. She ain't got no damn gout.
I ain't got gout. What is gout?
I think that's a swelling or something in your ankles or something. I don't know. I think it's an inflammation issue. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have gout. I got a whole lot of other medical issues, but I ain't got that one.
Come on now. Where we come from, you done heard about the gout. You know what I mean? That's how they call it, the gout. I mean, you got the gout. It's like having the sugar and other things. You got the, and then follow it by the thing, you know. No, right? Lord, you ain't got the gout. The gout ain't got you.
I ain't had nobody that had the gout. No, nobody that had the gout.
My pops got the gout. He got the gout. It flares up on you. You got to watch your diet, you know what I mean? All that good stuff. Salt to really help get you there. I feel like it's related to your blood pressure in some type of way, but I have no idea. Mm-hmm. I just know you don't want it.
And I don't have nobody with, like...
You don't want the gout.
My mom nor my dad had high blood pressure. My stepdad did, but he was on medication for it. It wasn't like a problem.
Man, one of my brothers, I ain't gonna say who it is because I want to put all his business out in the streets, but he younger than me, and he been on blood pressure pills for a good little while now.
Oh, they need to quit stressing him out.
He said, "Hey, stop stressing him so damn much, right? Mm-hmm. We want you to be here a while."
Got his pressure up. Who got his pressure up?
Which one of y'all got his pressure up? I think it's time to get on up out of here, though. I want to thank you, of course, as always, for rocking out with me. This is, of course, the last word where I get the last word. But before we get to that, I want to encourage y'all to get the rest that you need so that you can be amazing again tomorrow, of course, so you can make it a great day, as I always encourage you. Bree, you got anything you want to say to the people?
I just want to apologize to y'all for him lying all the time, because y'all know that I get the last word, and that's just how it goes. He's going to try again because he controls the button, but I'm just going to keep.
You see me reaching for it. Did you see me reach for it? That's the move right there. That's the move
right there. But I still am going to do
now I got to get to it. Now I gotta start getting to it.
Now you gotta
I gotta come at it from
a different angle. Try to switch it up to something else.
Just bloop, bloop, bloop. You ain't never gonna know.